And this is a live surprise broadcast. I don't know if we'll get anybody on the show, but we just realized there was 3 football games to predict, and we wanted to make sure we got our predictions in because the race is tightening between Dave Clark, Dave Geis, and myself. This is Doug Cornfield, author of Pulling Each Other Along. This is a special edition, I guess, Thanksgiving edition of the Pulling Each Other Along show. So for you that are listening in, thanks for being here. Have a happy Thanksgiving. You guys want to say anything for Thanksgiving before we get on our predictions?
Yeah, just happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah, same here. Happy Thanksgiving, whoever's out there.
Whoever's out there, we got a viewer. So if you're there, chat. Give us a quick chat. This is going to be a very, very, very short broadcast, but with 3 games, I didn't want to miss the opportunity to possibly catch and pass Dave Clark. What about you, Dave Geis?
No, I gotta catch him. Gotta catch him.
We got to catch
You
him.
already did.
Well, yeah, that's right. You already
Oh,
did.
you're right. You're
Here,
right.
I had it up earlier, but I think this is
There we go.
the correct total. We got 7 wins and 4 losses for the Daves, and I'm down at the bottom with 6 wins and 5 losses. So here we go, guys. What are our Thanksgiving predictions? Let's go with the first game. We'll start with Dave Geis with the
Okay.
Bears and the Lions.
All right. Well, Detroit hasn't won yet, but they haven't lost everything yet either. If that makes any sense.
I don't think that does, but
Well,
that's
sure.
all right.
They have a
Well,
tie.
they
I-
haven't.
I just
They
steal.
haven't.
No, they have a tie in there. They're 0-9. I think it's 0-9-1.
Something like that is pretty
Yeah.
pretty. Not
So,
very good.
but it's Chicago, and people here in Wisconsin, there's no way they can ever pick Chicago to win anything. All right. So I'm going with Detroit today.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Thanksgiving Day at home in Detroit.
So
Pull some magic out.
So who's the starting quarterbacks today? Is
I think Dalton is starting for Chicago, and I have no idea who Detroit's quarterback is. I think Goff is out.
I think Goff is out too. So I think it's like 2 backup quarterbacks right
Maybe
now.
Gary Danielson's coming back. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or Greg Landry.
Johnny Unitas.
Anyway, I'll go next on that pick, and I'm going to go against the grain of what you just said, Mr. Geis, and I'm going to go Chicago.
All right.
Dave Clark on that game.
Oh, wait a minute. Who did you pick?
Detroit.
The Bears.
You picked the Bears.
Yeah. Aren't they in Chicago?
I'm leaning. The law of averages, and Thanksgiving, Detroit home. But the way the Bears played the Ravens last week,
yeah, true.
I got to go with the Bears.
All right, so we got 2 for the Bears, and Dave Geis is on Lone Island on that game.
I'm on the Detroit wagon.
So now we have the Raiders and the Cowboys. Now this one's a tough one for me. I'll start with this one, and Dave, you get to start with the next one, Dave Clark. I just don't want the Cowboys to win. And I kind of like the Raiders. So I'm going to just go with the Raiders. That one's a tricky one. Although the Cowboys didn't look great in the last game. And again, they're a typical Thursday Thanksgiving historical team as well with the Lions. But I'm hoping the Raiders win today, even though it's not at home. It's an away game. Everything's going against the Raiders for this game. But I'm going to go with the Raiders. Dave Clark.
I can't stand the Cowboys. However, the Raiders are in the Ravens conference. So it could boil down to it comes to a wild card spot. So I'm going with Cowboys.
You're going to go with Cowboys? You're going with the team you're cheering for.
Yep. Well, I think we all agree.
Dave Clark, is that who you think will win, Cowboys?
What's that?
Is that who you actually think will win?
Well, I'm picking them.
You're picking them? All right.
I'm picking the Cowboys. Do I think they'll win? Tough, but I'm picking the Cowboys.
Well, the way the NFL's going this year, it's a coin toss.
Good games, a lot of good games.
Toss almost every game. So
exactly.
Now we have the Bills and the Saints.
Well, wait a minute, Dave didn't pick yet. Dave didn't pick yet.
I'm sorry.
Boy, oh boy.
Just a half host.
I
third host.
Yeah. I think we all agree. We all dislike the Cowboys, but for different reasons, probably. Um, and because the Cowboys and the Packers, well, see, I also like Denver in their Raiders division, but Cowboys and the Packers are fighting it out a little bit here and there for home field, I guess. So I'm going to go with a tie. No, I can't go with. I'm going to say I got to stay with the Cowboys. I really think they're going to win.
All right, so we got 2 Cowboys, and I'm the lone wolf on this one.
Yep.
With the Raiders. All right, and Dave Clark, you get to round it out with this last game, the Buffalo Bills and the Saints. And I know you love the Bills because they helped you so much years ago. I don't know if you want to tell that story with Wide Right. Don't you love Wide Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Super Bowl against the
We're good
Giants.
for at least one story, aren't we, Dave?
Well, are we supposed to talk about gambling here?
It's just the true story, you know.
So my dad and I always used to have numbers on the Super Bowl, and we happened to have 2-0 for that particular Super Bowl. And the Giants were leading 20-19 on the Bills as they marched down the field. And the Bills, Jim Kelly was quarterback.
Yeah.
And he got them in position for a 47-yard Super Bowl winning field goal. Scott Norwood. And I'll never forget it. I believe it was 1990. Might have been
91, maybe. I'm not
might
sure.
have been 91. The Bills had a run of 4. If you can imagine that, how frustrating as a Bills fan that you are in 4 straight Super Bowls and lost them all. And anyway, Norwood lined it up. They called a timeout. They went to a TV commercial. And I remember Dad and I sitting there because if he hits the field goal, it's 2-0. And we've got literally $13,000-$14,000 riding on the kick. And at that point in time, I believe the winning team in the Super Bowl only got like 18 or maybe the losing team got 18 grand. Wasn't a huge amount of money. Well, relatively speaking today. And anyway, I come back on. And Dad and I are all anticipating this good kick and collecting our winnings. And the kick goes off, and you know the famous saying now.
Yep.
Wide right.
Wide right.
Wide right. And we just sat there stunned. We didn't say anything. I didn't even throw anything. I was in shock.
That's amazing. That's a miracle.
I was in shock. I didn't even throw anything. So we lost the Super Bowl. We lost the 2-0 on the Super Bowl. We had some pretty good success in the numbers department for the Super Bowl. We did win our share of money. So anyway, that's my segue into the Bills and Saints.
Who's going to win the Bills?
Am I picking? Dave's picking first, isn't he?
No,
you are.
I'm up first.
Yep.
Again, I'm going to my reasoning. Bills are in the Ravens conference. Saints are not. Saints are home. Bills have been up and down.
Yeah.
So Saints.
All right, Dave Geis.
I can't go with the Saints. They have. I mean, Kamara's out. I'm not even sure who their quarterback is right now. If it's Simeon, if it's Hill.
I don't know either.
So I really can't see the Saints beating Buffalo. Buffalo, I know, lost last week and didn't look good at all, but Colts look great. You know, and Jonathan Taylor had the game of his life. But I can't see the Saints beating the Bills today. So I'm going with Buffalo.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
hopefully I had that on mute. I was like wise enough to feel that sneeze coming on.
Yeah.
I put it on mute. So I'm going with Buffalo. That one, to me, I want to cheer for Buffalo. I want Buffalo to win. And definitely.
So that's Buffalo. A key game. I got to root for New Orleans there.
Yeah, you can pick up.
So
I think we each have kind of a different mix there, if I got that right.
Yeah.
So we're 2-1. Dave, you're the lone wolf on the Saints, right?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I'm the lone wolf for
the
um, the
Raiders.
For the Raiders,
Yeah.
and then Dave Geis, you're the lone wolf for the Lions.
Right.
So I don't even know how that's going to shake up. I got to remember all this. I'm going to have to go listen to our picks or write them down real quick.
Write them down, yeah.
While I remember. So, well, anyway, this is our shortened Thanksgiving special. I know a couple people are listening in. I'm not sure if anybody's given us a chat yet, but
doesn't look like it.
We didn't really announce that we were doing this show, but I wanted to get our picks on record, and having 3 of them, I thought this was a good way to say Happy Thanksgiving to people that rewatch this show, and thank you for all the help in pulling us along with our Kickstarter. For those that are in the Corning area, next Friday, the December 3rd, we're doing a special event. It's actually an art privé fundraiser for our disability sports camps. You can find that on Facebook or give me a message on Facebook, and we'd love to have you there. There's a VIP portion of the event, and then there's a all welcome free portion of the event as well. And that's on beautiful Market Street in Corning. Basically, the VIP starts at 5, and then it goes, till late in the evening for this event. So we wish you would be there. Anyway, if you haven't done the Kickstarter yet, help us out there. Go to Kickstarter, search Pulling Each Other Along, or go to pullingeachatheralong.com and check all what we're doing out for the Kickstarter and launching this new book and movement. And thanks for having us. Any last words, guys?
No, I got nothing. Just again, happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and see everybody again next week. I'm assuming, right? Next Thursday.
Yeah, we got Donovan Hand is scheduled, and then we're going to try to do a show with Stacy Krupa as well while she's up here. And
Right.
I know when we did a show with her, the audio was not so
Yeah,
great.
it wasn't good.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can fix that and get to know her a little bit better. And
Cool.
She's a pretty amazing artist. You can go to stacykrupa.com, I think, is to see her artwork. And she's coming up. And Dave, you and her did some collaboration work as well.
We did.
So Dave, if we sell one of his art pieces, he'll be a professional artist, I guess.
That's right.
Add that to his resume.
He put
That's it, man.
stick figures on, kind of like your hat.
Hey, I got to sell one of these.
Hey.
So then there you go.
Yeah. So Dave's going to be a professional artist, and your daughter helped out with that, and
Nice.
so that'll be fun.
We'll be up in Corning.
Yeah, we're starting to get a decent response from that, Dave. If you can reach out to all your cronies up here that like you and that still like you.
Yeah, you got to get me the flyer yet.
I still haven't gotten you the flyer. Oh my gosh, I've been going crazy trying to promote this thing. I will try to send that to you right after this message or right after this show. So anyway, have a good Thanksgiving, you guys. Enjoy the warm weather in Florida. It's pretty chilly here.
It's
in the
snowing
30s.
here.
Yeah, it's like rainy here, so it's just warming up to rain. And anyway, so we'll have a good holiday weekend, and we'll see you guys all next week.
You got it.
Should we play some music again? We go back to our hip hop as we fade out. I don't know if it's Thanksgiving music, but it's
Not really. What is Thanksgiving music?
What we got.
Yeah, really.
Take care, everybody. Have a good holiday.
Happy Thanksgiving.